Now we will discuss one more property of integers under multiplication. Multiplication by 0. Multiplication by 0. What we get when we multiply any integer with 0, that is especially my negative integers. So you will see for first positive integers. 2 into 0. 2 is multiplied by 0. 2 into 0 it is 0. 2 into 0 it is 0. Now minus 2 into 0 is equals to, it is 0. Minus 7 into 0 is equals to 0. We know that any number is multiplied by 0, we get always 0. We get always 0. Or you take minus 100 is multiplied, minus 100 is multiplied with 0, we get what it is? 0 only. 0 we get. Now minus 100 is multiplied with 0, what we got? It is 0. You take some other number, or 0 is multiplied with any number, like 7. 0 into 7 is equals to 0. Or 0 into minus 10 is equals to 0. What we can conclude from this, it is any number is multiplied by 0, the result is always 0. Therefore any integer is multiplied by 0 is multiplied by 0 the product is always what? The product is always 0. Always 0. That is therefore what we can write? A into 0, that is 0 into A is equals to 0, where A is some integer. So what we can conclude from this, it is the product of any integer with 0 is always 0 only. This is one property of integers. Now multiplication by 1 we will discuss. Now we will discuss one more property, it is multiplicative identity. What it states that let A be any integer, then A into 1, that is equals to 1 into A, that is equals to A. So when we multiply any integer with 1, or 1 is multiplied by with any integer, the product is same integer. This property is known as multiplicative identity, and it is also multiplication by 1. Multiplication of any integer with 1. So let us see with some examples. 7 into 1, that is equals to 1 into 7. 7 into 1 is equals to what? 7. 1 into 7 is equals to what? 7. We got same, it is 7 only we got. So similarly, if we take minus 2 into 1, that is equals to 1 into minus 2. 1 into minus 2. Minus into plus, it is minus. 2 into 1, it is 2. Minus 2 we got on left hand side, and on right hand side plus into minus. 1 into 2 we got 2 only. Again we got the same number, we got minus 2 only we got as the product. That is minus 2 into 1 or 1 into minus 2 we got minus 2 only. Like this, if you take n number of examples, we get the same number as the product. Therefore we can call one is known as the multiplicative identity. What it is? Multiplicative identity element for integers. So which is the multiplicative identity element for integers? It is 1. Which is the additive identity element for integers? We have discussed in the previous class. It is 0. 0 is known as additive identity element, and 1 is known as multiplicative identity element for integers. This property is known as multiplicative identity property. Is it clear, children? Now we will discuss distributive property of integers. So distributive property, it states that let A, B and C are 3 integers, and C are 3 integers, then a plus of a into b plus c whole b plus c, a into whole b plus c is equals to a into b plus a into c, a into b plus a into c. So what distributive property it states that let a, b and c are three integers, then a into whole b plus c is equals to a into b plus a into c. It means that the sum of b and c is multiplied by a, we will get the product. That product is equals to sum of individual products of a and b and a and c. Both will be equal. Now let us see whether this property is satisfied by integers or not with some examples. Let you take a is equals to 2 into b is equals to 3 and c is equals to 4. That is equals to what? On right hand side a into b, that is 2 into 3 plus 2 into 4. 2 into 4. Here a is equals to 2, b is equals to 3 and c is equals to 4. We are applying. So first simplify inside the bracket, that is 2 into 3 plus 4, 7. Now simplify this, 2 into 3, 6 plus 2 into 4 it is 8. Now 2 into 7 is equals to 14. That is equals to 6 plus 8 is equals to what it is? It is also 14. Now both the products are equal on both the sides. Now let us discuss with one more example. So 2 into or minus 2 into 3 plus 5. Minus 2 into 3 plus 5, that is equals to minus 2 is multiplied with 3. Then plus minus 2 is multiplied with what? 5. Minus 2 is multiplied by 3. Minus 2 is multiplied by 5 also. That is minus 2 into 5. Now check whether it is satisfied or not. So minus 2 into, simplify inside 3 plus 5 it is 8. That is equals to multiply minus 2 into 3, negative integer and positive integer. Multiply the arithmetic signs. Minus into plus it is minus 2 into 3, 2 3s are 6, that is minus 6 plus again it is minus into plus it is minus 2 into 5 it is 10 minus 10. That is equals to now plus into minus we are multiplying negative integer and positive integer. So minus into plus it is minus 2 into 8 it is 16. Now we are adding two negative integers. How do we add two negative integers? Add the numbers and put the common sign, that is minus sign. 10 plus 6 it is 16, on the common sign it is minus. So what we got on both the sides, the products minus 16 and minus 16. Therefore what we can conclude, therefore distributive property of multiplication over addition is satisfied by integers. Over addition is satisfied by integers. So this property is satisfied by integers of multiplication over addition. See here we are using two arithmetic operations, that is addition and multiplication. That is into and it is plus. Two arithmetic operations we are using in this property. This property is known as distributive property. It states that let a comma b comma and c are three integers, then a into whole b plus c is equals to a into b plus a into c. This property is known as distributive property. Now we have studied properties of integers and multiplication. With this knowledge we are going to discuss exercise number. It is a second exercise is there. We have that third exercise is there. The third exercise we will discuss 1.3 exercise from our textbook. Is that clear, children? Now with the knowledge of properties of integers under multiplication, we will discuss the problems from exercise number 1.3. First bit, find each of the following products. Products means multiplication, the result which we get after multiplication. So the first bit it is 3 into minus 1. That is, what is the concept? First we should multiply the arithmetic signs, then you multiply the numbers. First step, multiply the arithmetic signs. Second step, multiply the numbers. So what is the sign here? It is, there is no sign here, it is plus. Plus into minus, minus. 3 into 1 it is 3. Therefore the product it is minus 3. Next C bit. Minus 21 into minus 13. That is equals to, multiply the arithmetic signs. Minus into minus it is plus. 21 into 30 will get 21 into 30, that is equals to, multiply with 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6 and keep 0. 630 is the product of minus 21 into minus 30. Next G bit, it is G. 9 into minus 3 into minus 6, that is equals to, the first step it is multiply the arithmetic signs. Plus into minus, minus. Minus into minus it is plus, plus into minus minus, minus into minus it is plus. Now multiply the numbers. 9 into 3, 9 threes are 27 into 6. So what we get? 6 sevens are 42, 6 twos are 12, 12 plus 4 it is 16, 162. 162 will get. Next the sum it is I. Minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3 into 4, that is equals to, multiply the arithmetic signs. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into plus it is minus. Multiply the numbers. 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 4 it is 24, 6 fours are 24. Therefore the result it is minus 24. Like this we'll multiply the integers. Two steps are involved. First step is multiply the arithmetic signs, then multiply the numbers and we get the result. Now I hope you understand today's concept, and today's homework is exercise number 1.3, question number 1, B, D, E, F, H and J, question number 3. This is your homework. Thank you very much, and complete the homework in the notebook. Is it clear?